Beyond the postcard views of crowded beaches and iconic modern structures, there is something deeper. It is a quiet resilience, a history written in stone, shadow, and the language of a people who have fought to preserve who they are. You find yourself walking through these streets not as a mere observer, but as someone trying to decode a story that has been over 2,000 years in the making. To truly understand this metropolis, you must look to where the mountains meet the water. This is the gateway to the Mediterranean, a vibrant capital where Catalan identity is forged, and where the past does not simply sit in museums, but breathes through the daily life of every neighborhood. Nestled among the hills of the Serra de Collserola and bounded by two rivers, the Besòs to the north and the Llobregat to the south, Barcelona occupies a narrow plain on the northeast coast of the Iberian Peninsula. It is the capital of Catalonia, an autonomous region with its own distinct language, history, and cultural soul. Your first impression upon looking out over this landscape is one of striking order contrasted with natural boundaries. To your back are the mountains, acting as a natural barrier. To your front is the sea, stretching across to the horizon, connecting this corner of Europe to the wider world. It is a geographical layout that has dictated the city's destiny. For centuries, this strategic position made the city a coveted prize, a natural harbor where goods, ideas, and people from across the Mediterranean basin converged. Standing here, you realize that the city's shape was not accidental, but carefully carved by the constraints of its geography and the ambition of its builders. The climate here is shaped entirely by the sea. It is a classic Mediterranean environment, characterized by warm, dry summers and mild, damp winters. The transition between seasons is subtle, marked not by dramatic temperature drops, but by the changing quality of the light and the shifting patterns of life on the streets. In the height of summer, a warm humidity wraps around the city, drawing everyone toward the water or into the shaded depths of the older quarters. But even in the cooler months, the sun remains a constant companion, offering a warmth that keeps the public squares alive year-round. Beyond the urban sprawl, the natural world asserts itself. You can travel from the sandy beaches of the Mediterranean to the deep pine forests of the Collserola Hills in less than an hour. These green spaces serve as the lungs of the city, where the scent of rosemary and wild pine replaces the urban hum, reminding you of the wild Mediterranean landscape that existed long before the first stones of the city were laid. To understand the culture of Barcelona, you must look at how its people live, eat, and express their heritage. It is a culture deeply rooted in tradition, yet constantly evolving. You see this clearly in the culinary landscape. Here, food is not merely sustenance, it is a ritual, a connection to the land and the sea. In the local markets, the rhythm of the seasons dictates what is on the plate. You watch locals converse with vendors they have known for decades, discussing the quality of the morning's catch or the sweetness of the seasonal vegetables. The cuisine is a reflection of the Catalan landscape, often described as mar I muntanya, or sea and mountain, combining the fresh flavors of coastal seafood with the hearty, rich ingredients of the inland hills. This sense of community runs deep through Catalan traditions. Whether it is the mesmerizing complexity of the human towers, where hundreds of people trust one another to build a structure reaching toward the sky, or the quiet pride in speaking their native tongue, Catalan, there is an unspoken agreement to protect and celebrate their unique identity. While Catholic traditions have historically shaped the calendar and the architecture of the city, today's Barcelona is home to a rich tapestry of faiths. Walking through different neighborhoods, you encounter Buddhist centers, Jewish synagogues, Muslim prayer rooms, and Protestant churches standing quietly alongside the grand basilicas. It is a reminder that the city's spiritual landscape, like its population, has become beautifully diverse, offering a sanctuary for different beliefs to coexist. And then there is the secular faith of the city, sport. For many, the rhythm of the week is dictated by the fortunes of FC Barcelona, but the sporting culture goes deeper than professional football. The legacy of the 1992 Olympic Games is still visible in the public parks, the outdoor pools, and the active lifestyle of the residents who jog along the seafront or cycle through the hills, viewing physical movement as a vital part of daily well-being. Daily life in Barcelona is defined by its neighborhoods, each operating like a self-contained village with its own distinct character. The pace of life here is deliberate, a balance between industriousness and the appreciation of leisure. You observe this in the morning commute, where there is a quiet efficiency as people move toward offices, schools, and workshops. The city is supported by a highly developed infrastructure. An extensive network of metro lines, clean buses, and modern trams connects the outer suburbs to the historic core, while extensive cycling lanes have transformed how locals navigate the urban space. This focus on public transport and green mobility reflects a conscious effort to make the city more livable, reducing the noise and pollution of the modern era. As a major economic engine of southern Europe, Barcelona is a city of contrast between traditional industries and forward-thinking innovation. Long known as an industrial powerhouse, particularly in textiles and automotive manufacturing, it has transitioned into a major European hub for technology, biotechnology, and higher education. You feel the energy of this transformation in the creative districts, where old factories have been repurposed into co-working spaces, design studios, and research institutions. Yet this rapid modernization has brought its own challenges. You cannot walk through the city without noticing the tension between its global popularity and the realities of daily life for its residents. Tourism, while a vital source of revenue, has become a double-edged sword. In many central neighborhoods, rising housing costs and the proliferation of holiday rentals have pushed out long-term residents. You sense a quiet anxiety among the people you meet, a worry that the unique character of their neighborhoods is being eroded by the demands of a globalized economy. There is an ongoing struggle to find a balance, to ensure that the city remains not just a playground for visitors, but a viable, affordable home for the people who keep its heart beating. This resilience is also visible in the city's alternative communities and social movements. Barcelona has a long history of grassroots activism, community-run social centers, and cooperative housing projects. In neighborhoods like Sants and Gracia, you see how ordinary citizens organize to protect their spaces, support vulnerable neighbors, and create alternative ways of living that resist the pressures of commercialization. It is a reminder that the true strength of this city lies not in its monuments, but in the collective spirit of its people. To walk through Barcelona is to journey through layers of architectural history, where different eras stand side by side, sometimes blending, sometimes contrasting sharply. No landmark symbolizes this creative spirit more than the Sagrada Família. Standing beneath this soaring canopy of stone, you are struck by the genius of Antoni Gaudí. He did not merely design a church, he created a living, breathing forest of light and geometry inspired by the laws of nature. It has been under construction for over a century, a monument that belongs to no single generation, but to the collective patience of the city itself. But long before the curved lines of modernism redefined the city, there was the Gothic Quarter. Here, in the labyrinth of dark, narrow streets, you find the ancient heart of Barcelona. You run your hand along stones that were laid down during the Middle Ages, when the county of Barcelona and the crown of Aragon ruled over a vast maritime empire. Even deeper beneath these medieval structures lie the ruins of Barcino, the ancient Roman colony founded in the 1st century BC. Walking through the subterranean passages of the city's history museums, you see the foundations of Roman houses, winemaking facilities, and defensive walls. The past is not buried here. It is the foundation upon which the modern city is built. This rich history has long made the city a sanctuary for artists and intellectuals. In the quiet galleries of the Picasso Museum, you see the early, realistic works of a young artist who found his creative voice in these very streets. On the hill of Montjuïc, the bold colors and simple lines of Joan Mirò's works celebrate the spirit of Catalan identity, showing how this city has always nurtured those who dare to see the world differently. As the day draws to a close, you look out over this landscape of stone, water, and light. Barcelona is a city that does not easily reveal all its secrets. It is a place of constant negotiation between the mountains and the sea, the past and the future, the local community and the global traveler. You leave this place with a sense of its enduring strength. It is a city that has survived wars, political oppression, and economic crises, yet it has never lost its essential soul, its commitment to beauty, its passion for justice, and its deep love for the Mediterranean lifestyle. It reminds us that a city's true value is not measured solely by its iconic buildings, but by the resilience of its communities and the depth of its cultural memory. Would you ever choose to experience a place like this for yourself, to look beyond the surface and discover the stories hidden in its quiet corners? Which part of this journey spoke to you the most? If you enjoyed traveling with me through this journey, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to know where our next adventure should take us.